Hello, I'm Dr. Ezrian Jackson. Have you ever heard someone say something that sounded so ludicrous you wondered, where did that come from? Well, a better question is, who did it come from? Because if you find out who it came from, then you know where it came from. I want to invite you to our Hermeneutical Symposium, September the 10th, 2013 at 10 o'clock at the Kroc Center in Suisun City, Fairfield, California. We're partnering with Women in Ministry United, where the very capable leader is none other than Anita Russell. I've heard things in my life that I wonder, where did that really come from? Do you remember my generation, our parents told us to always wear clean underwear. And our question was why? And they said, because you might have to go to the hospital. Really? Have you ever heard, don't cross a black cat's path? Well, that's some kind of superstition. Where did that come from? Have you ever heard, always keep a dime in your pocket because you might have to make a telephone call? Well, the millennials will have no idea what that really means because we have cell phones. But in our time, we had to keep a dime on hand. We might have to go to the public telephone booth and make a call. Well, we're living in a different culture now. And what meant that in that day does not mean that in this day. So my question, even in our church environment, our faith environment, when I hear things across the pulpit like God didn't call a woman to preach, where did that come from and who did that come from? Women don't wear pants, like where did that come from and who did that come from? And so we've heard different things that have changed, and we've made choices by virtue of what we've heard, someone that may not be a scholar of God's word. So how do we approach the ancient texts and bring them into applicability for the 21st century? As a young woman, I remember belonging to a particular faith and denomination where I questioned why women are not allowed in the pulpit. And the answer was that because women have a 3-day to 5-day cycle per month, and according to the Old Testament, they are cursed. And I'm like, wow, really? I said, well, Pastor, what are you going to do about women that are menopausal? Couldn't quite answer that question. So my cause, everybody has a cause. I'm not upset with denominations, neither am I upset with misogynistic thinking people. But what I am upset with is ignorance. And ignorance has caused many of us to make the wrong kinds of choices in our lives. Wrong kinds of marriage relationships, friendship relationships, job relationships, career relationships. So I come to you with a BA in biblical studies, a doctor in ministry, a graduate of Episcopal studies, and 45 years of ministry. And I want to discuss with you the 3 hermeneutical views of women in ministry, starting with Genesis chapter number 1. This is not a criteria to cause anyone to leave their particular denomination, but it is to leave ignorance. So please join me on September the 10th, along with Women in Ministry United Lady Anita Russell at 586 East, and the spell Wigeon Way at the Kroc Center, KROC. You can get in contact with me by virtue of my Facebook page, which is Ezrian Jackson, EZREAONNE Jackson. Registration is only $65. Come on, gentlemen. Come on, women. We pay more than that to have a custom-made skirt made. We pay more than that at the grocery store. Tuition is very high in college at the particular time. So $60 is not a lot to invest in a hermeneutical class. Not only will I be your facilitator, but we will be exchanging and collaborating together and sharing as if we are at a university, so that we can come out with some knowledge and some skills and some tools on how to interpret the scriptures. The Bible tells us to study to show ourselves approved, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So if there's a right way, then there's a wrong way. So my question to you, from what you've heard across the pulpit, where did that come from? And who did that come from? God bless you. I hope to see you on September the 10th. God bless you, and go with God.